Welcome to the Socially Unfiltered podcast,
where we'll be taking you along for our deep dives and doom scrolls through social media, entrepreneurship, and pop culture.
We're your hosts, Lex and Veronica, and together we're looking at everything through an unfiltered lens on the things that shape our everyday lives and society.
So grab a drink and get ready to explore the uncharted territories of online trends, share candid conversations, and uncover the stories behind the headlines.
This is the Socially Unfiltered podcast. Dude, how about Justin Timberlake, huh?
I feel like Britney has to be jumping for joy. Like wherever she is,
I don't even think she
has
knows
to
what's
be
going
like,
on.
No,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, did she even know?
I feel so bad for his wife, though. I saw she's like doing interviews and stuff for some book, and she's like, yeah, he has no time for like anything. Like he just needs rest. He's on a world tour. I'm like, oh, how embarrassing.
It's actually like so embarrassing for her. Wait, did you see that like the cop that arrested him didn't know who he was because he was so young?
Yeah, because he was 22 years old. He's like, okay, buddy, get in the cruiser. I'm on a world tour. Sure.
I'm on a world tour.
He probably thought he was just so fucked up that he's like, yeah, okay, dude, you have a world tour. Like,
I know.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, here we go.
I feel like that's fake.
Here he is.
Here he is.
Right on cue.
Hello.
Welcome, Betty. Welcome, Bree.
Yes, welcome our special guest, Bree. She's back, baby.
I do feel special. I definitely do.
Almost a year later from Socially Bree. She was on our podcast back in August of last year. She's a business owner, social media manager,
content queen.
Yeah, college student. What else do you do? Hot girl, fucking 75 soft Olympian.
No. Not at all. Okay, right now I'm feeling like I'm blushing. Yeah, all those things, but it's really nothing. Like someone commented on my post today and said like superwoman who? Like I'm a marketer. What do you mean superhuman? Superwoman.
No, you do be doing a lot though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a lot. Like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like it doesn't. Like it feels like a lot. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't have kids. I don't have anything. So it's like, what the frick else would I be doing with my time? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I could be rotting, and I do that still. So I don't know. It's just like a balance, I guess.
You could be laying and not working.
I could be doing that. I could be
something all of us talk about a lot.
I want to be laying right now, as you say, horizontal. But yeah, no, the last time I was actually on here, I was not doing any of this shit.
Tell us what's changed since you last were on the pod. Like, how have you changed in your business? How have you changed anything in your personal life? Like, I feel like a lot has changed since the last time you
I'm a different person, actually.
Literally, yeah.
Completely different person. So last time I was on here, I was like, oh, I'm doing all the things in my business. I'm like trying to be reinventing the wheel, posting all the time. Now I'm just like, hey, I'm working on my client shit and I'm out of here. Like, you are not going to catch me sitting at my desk past 5 p.m. I am just not, like, I can't. I burnt myself out so bad. And before I was just like, oh, you know, all these strategies, all these things, all these whatever. No, like, please just, like, put me on the couch. Like, so I didn't really have a great schedule for myself before. I was kind of just, like, showing up, doing the work, taking a lunch break for like freaking 10 minutes, eating, and then getting back to my desk. And now I'm just like, that is not okay. Like I was so miserable. I was so burnt out. I literally hated myself. I hated the way that I looked. I hated the way I presented myself because the go-getter girl that I was on my Instagram is not who I am. Like, please, I'm not trying to be a girl boss. I'm not trying to have all these clients. I'm not trying to, like, no, I'm sorry. I'm just a girl. I want to relax. That's it. Maybe one day I won't have to work. That'd be great. Everyone's asking me. It was so funny. We're at Father's Day, which, why am I celebrating Father's Day? But that was the point. We are sitting at Father's Day dinner, and my uncle's wife's dad asks me, what are you going to do after college?
You're like, hello?
I don't dream of labor. I don't dream to get a diploma and go slap it on a corporate's desk. And oh my God, I'm so excited to climb the corporate ladder. So yeah, just what has changed is my mental health and the way that I view social media and the way that I view kind of my clients and all those things. I love social media for business. I think it's amazing, but I do think that it is so just materialistic. Everyone's trying to like compete with each other, and everyone is just trying to reinvent the wheel, and it's like the wheel is the same. It's been the same since we
Mhm.
had newspapers as marketing. Like everything, okay, everything is different because of the way that we're marketing towards people, but at the same time, it's all the same shit with a different name. I saw the other day people were talking about like habit stacking. You built a calendar. I'm so happy for you. At the end of the day, they're just trying to come up with fancy names for new shit, and it's just like, no, it's the same crap. Stop trying to put a bow on it and sell it. It's not worth $1,000. I can tell you that.
Period.
It's just the freaking space is so horrible. Like I just want to hop on and hop off.
Mhm. It's so funny to, like, hear you say that because last year, I feel like you were, like, so consistently posting, and it was, like, all about social media and, like,
Yes,
you never showed your face either, and that's, like, a huge thing I feel like you have started
Mhm.
doing is, like, a
yes,
lot of, like, face first content, and we're seeing, like, so much of you and even more of your personality. Like, what
yeah,
made you shift into that? Because I know we talk so much about how you don't need to show your face and you don't need to, like, show
yeah.
up, and as long as your personality and, like, your brand voice is strong enough, you don't need to, but, like, what changed for you in doing that?
Okay, so that's a really good question, and I think that social media has gone in such a different kind of space. So the way that I used to market and the way that I used to create content is not working anymore. No one is really reading graphics as in depth as they were before, and if they are, it's not lengthy 10-page graphics full of information. No one is retaining information that way, and I think that you really need to step out of the box and become creative if you're going to be able to do that. And I just didn't have the time to sit here and think, oh my God, what am I going to create? How am I going to speak? Da, da, da. I don't want to tell stories all the time. And I
Mhm.
was thinking, okay, everyone sees my face on my story. I'm not Hannah Montana. I'm really not that special. Let me just show up. It's not like I have to hide my identity because I'm being chased after by like spies. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just start posting a little bit about my experience. So I think what really shifted it is in January when I decided to like get my crap together. I went through like some BS and it was just life hit hard, and I was finally like, okay, stop making excuses for yourself and just start implementing better habits for yourself. So I got the Peloton. I don't use that shit. Um, I got so many things. I got 2 yoga mats, ended up with a thin ass yoga mat that I would have never pictured me using. But it's just like I tried all these different things and all these different tactics, and nothing stuck until I started like a program. So I started that 75 soft program, changed my entire life. Like just having those routines and those like I don't know, like routines and like tasks. Being able to check things off at the end of the day made me feel like so much better. So I was just like, okay, if I can implement this for 75 days, I can fucking do anything. So I can't do 75 soft, but I can do 75. No, 75 hard. I can't do 75.
No.
No, oh my gosh, English. Can't do 75 hard.
No.
Can't do 75 soft. Thank you. Oh my gosh. But I just realized after those 75 days, this is something I want to do kind of as a lifestyle thing. So then I talked to Veronica and we were like, okay, fuck it. Let's just do it together. So then we did it together, and now we're on day, what is it, 36 now?
Day 37, baby.
Day 37. So 37 plus 75, I can't do math. So we're just going to say like in the hundreds. So that's how many days I've been implementing this. And I have to say, like, I'm a completely different person. Once you start like implementing those routines, like reading, I never read before. I've never finished a book in my life until I started 75 soft, like ever. And like that's kind of scary because I was in school. I what do I do now? 45-minute workout. So I split that up between Pilates and walking and all those things. And those routines have helped me realize like social media is fucking fake. Like none of that shit is real. When I started working on myself and started doing things for myself rather than just showing up on stories to be cutesy and showing off cute things, like no, that's not real life, and you burn yourself out by trying to be perfect to everybody. And I think that the number one thing that I always showed on my page was imperfectness, and like showing that you don't have to have the most beautiful house or have the most beautiful things to be a personality on social media. So I kind of wanted to take what I was teaching and implement it myself. So that way people can see those things. Like, I don't have a beautiful house. I don't have, all of those things, but I do have nice corners in my house that, I'll show off, but I also have ugly shit that I will show off too. Like in my recent reel, I showed myself literally dying going up the stairs because I came back from a walk and I was sweating my ass off. I posted on my close friend story me standing in front, like dripping sweat, standing in front of my AC. Like, I think that when you're able to connect with people on a level, and it's not for everybody, not everybody can have a beautiful house and show up and create content. It's not about the cookie cutter perfect house, the, perfect things. It's about your personality and how people perceive you. And some people may look at me and say you're freaking cringe. Like my 16-year-old brother, I posted one day a story or a post or whatever, and he goes, "Why are all these people sucking you in your comments?" First of all, I didn't really even know what that meant. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
Audacity.
He's 16. Oh my God, he's horrible. He's 16. He's like such a fucking asshole. But regardless of the point, it just made me realize, like, by him saying that, they're not sucking me. They like my content, they like my things, and it's my job to go back and respond to them and create a community where people feel like they're comfortable enough to comment that. Because I can tell you, I follow a lot of creators that I'm not comfortable commenting under their stuff. I feel like, what am I going to comment? I don't know what to comment or all those things. And while it's hard to get back to the comments sometimes, and I want to make sure that I reply to everybody, I am just happy that there's a space for them to say that. Like, for example, the 75 soft thing, when I posted about it, I talked about how horrible my life was before. Not horrible, like it could be worse. But like how I was just not doing well. I was not doing well mentally. I was not prioritizing myself. And I think that when you're starting a business, you're just hitting the ground running and wanting to do all the things for your business. And then you realize, like, it's actually not that, like, yes, it's important to build your business and be the forefront, but if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't put out your best work, your best content, your best, whatever, like building a bit, whatever you do. But when it comes to content, I can't be creative if I'm not collectively taking care of myself.
Sounds like you've had quite the year. Well,
Yeah.
actually, no, it even kind of sounds like, so would you say that most of this kind of like mental shift happened because of the 75 soft? Like, is that, I feel like you kind of started to show yourself a little bit before that, definitely, but I feel like you're accrediting so much like to the 75 soft. Like, do you feel like literally day one was like actually like something shifted in your brain? And the reason I ask it that way is because I don't know if you know or if, how much I've ever even really talked about it on here, but I had used to be a group fitness trainer. And the way I got into that was because I had this moment of like, oh shit, like when you start prioritizing yourself like in this way, and that was how I got into that industry. So I know like the revelation that you like feel and have when
Yes.
you start to like list out things that you are doing for yourself. I will say that I am somebody who loves habit stacking though, and I love calling it that. And I credit like so much of the shit that I get done throughout the day because of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think it was day one. I think it was more like maybe day 13. I think 1 to day 13, I was
You know,
like
it took a minute to get
dying.
into that
Yeah,
shit.
no, like I was like, I kept telling myself, like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, I would hop on the Peloton and I'd be literally wanting to die. And I'm like, one time, actually, the reason I stopped using my Peloton was because I had like, I thought I had a heart attack that day. I didn't, but I swear to God, I thought I did.
At 21, the ripe age.
Yes, I did. I did a 20
Your
minute
heart's like, we have not worked like this in a while.
ever. My body has never
Like,
worked like
girl,
that. I
what the
did
fuck
the
you
laziest
doing?
sport.
Wait, wait, wait,
I
wait. I don't want to interrupt you, but I feel like I'm going to forget to ask you this, or I don't
Yeah,
want to bring it up when we're talking about something completely different. So, wait, you said before you don't use your Peloton anymore, right?
no.
So, but that means you found like what did work better for you with like the
Yes.
Pilates and everything. Okay. So I feel like that's also like super important because I feel like I know something for me that I struggled in going into kind of like trying to shift that mindset was like, and especially even now, it's something that I struggle with. Like to me, before like a workout was like you walked into a gym, you were sprinting for 3 to 5 miles, you were lifting the heaviest
Yes.
fucking weights you could find. And if it was anything less than that, it wasn't a good workout. And to me, like
Yes.
I've really had to like retrain myself that like, okay, literally going for a walk around your neighborhood is fine
Yes.
if that's like what gets you moving for that day. So that's been something that like I'm currently even struggling with, like getting myself out of like, okay, it doesn't have to be like you're fucking killing yourself every single time.
Literally.
Like there are different avenues of this stuff that work better for different people. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I will not interrupt
No,
you even
no,
one more time, but I had to say that before I forgot or before we were talking about
literally.
something completely different. I'm like, okay, so anyways, you use your Peloton.
I have to say though, the day that it happened, so it's in my guest room and I have a bed in there. And Elvis was laying on the bed and I'm on the Peloton and just all of a sudden like shit hit the fan. I'm sitting there, I'm pedaling. It was an Alex Toussaint, I don't even know how to say his name. Workout. It was a hit workout. First of all, what business do I have doing hit?
Those are hard.
Hard, and I was out of shape. So I was on that thing pedaling. I had like a freaking 50 resistance and I'm like dying. So I'm on there, whatever, and I go to Elvis. I go, I think I'm having a heart attack. I think I'm having a heart attack. And he's like, stop pedaling. And I'm like, I can't. I gotta finish the workout. So who thinks that? That was like when my grandma, like, she got hurt for something, and then the ambulance came. She's like, I gotta change my clothes. I can't go to the hospital like this. Literally me. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like trying to keep pedaling, and then it's over. It's over. He's still talking. I smacked the screen. I'm like, stop talking. Like I was at the point where I raged, and I'm just sitting there like thinking to myself, couldn't breathe. I paused the video, and first of all, why is the pause you have to like hold on it like that? I'm panicking right now. I don't really have to. No.
You're like, I need an emergency cord I can whip
Literally,
out
like
and
an
voice it.
emergency hold, like
911.
literally. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And Elvis is just like looking at me like, I can't tell if you're being dramatic or if like something's wrong right now. And because I'm dramatic as hell. Like I'm so dramatic. Like I can admit that. So yeah, that's the last time I used Peloton. And then I just started walking, and it's been beautiful weather, thank gosh. But I got the Peloton just in case like it was raining and I wanted to walk. So I'm definitely gonna have to get back on it or a gym membership just to go walk on the treadmills because I had a walking pad, but my downstairs neighbor literally hates me more than anything on this planet. So she doesn't let me use it because she calls the landlord.
Wait, you should
Um,
look into like the little stepper things where it stays in one spot
Oh,
and you just
true.
on
like,
TikTok, I've seen that. I try to be as nice as a neighbor as I can, but she is on something. Like
wait, do you know
she,
them? Have we
no, I have
talked
no.
about this before?
Okay, no. Well, like I moved into this place. This was Elvis's childhood like apartment. He grew up in this place. Whatever. When his mom moved away, we took over the apartment. So these downstairs neighbors have always been his neighbors. So he knows them.
Mm,
Whatever. They're not very nice, but whatever.
right.
I think she does like voodoo on me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna lie. Um, and
And
Lex,
she
that's
might.
something for you to handle.
like I need you to help me out. Like safety proof my house, please,
I
Literally.
got you.
because
She can.
I swear. So one day my landlord comes up here because something happened. A pipe burst in her
Wait, can I
basement.
leave all of this in the episode?
Oh yeah, I don't care. If they
Okay.
see
She's
it,
gonna be
they don't even
listening to
know.
it, like putting a little spell
No,
on you.
literally, she's gonna be like,
They don't even know my name. Like I don't even get mail here.
oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I don't even get mail here. I mean, if they see it, like maybe they should rethink their life choices. Um,
True. You're just
so
bringing it to their attention.
exactly. No, I got into it with her one time on the walking pad. She's screaming at Elvis through the Blink doorbell. Turn it off! My chandelier's gonna fall out of my ceiling. It wasn't gonna fall out of her ceiling. My dining room table wasn't even moving. Regardless of the point. She just doesn't like hearing things, and it's like, bro, you're up till 10 p.m. blasting your music, but it's not my business. And we never tell the landlord anything. She's always up for whatever. So I'm walking on my little walking pad. She's screaming at Elvis on the thing, and I said, "Tell her to shut the fuck up." I don't get like that. I do not get like that. But like, you're not gonna tell me I can't walk in my house at 3 p.m. Like it wasn't like it was late. It wasn't like it was early. Like it was 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Elvis goes down there to talk to her, and she like scurries away. Like, sorry, you're scared of confrontation. You'll yell at us through my doorbell. Whatever.
So weird.
From there, something happened in my landlord's like basement. Pipe burst, poop all over the floor. Disgusting. So they had to like gut the whole place, whatever. So my landlord asked if she could use my bathroom. Sure, go ahead. Odd. She uses my bathroom. I complain about how like the flusher is like kind of getting stuck sometimes. I'm like, I don't really know what's going on with the toilet. Her son takes a look at it and opens it. There is a white sock full of freaking like stones zip tied to our pipe going down the drain.
What?
They were like, "Did you do this? Did I do this? Why would I do this? I don't even own white socks."
Yeah, I did it to
So
myself.
literally. So I'm just like, yeah, I would totally complain to you. He's like, this looks like something voodoo witchcraft. And I was like, oh, great, thank you so much. like we have a front door, but then so they have a side door. We have a front door, and they have like a door to the side. It's like a little door. They can't use it though. They don't use it. I think they have like something blocking it. But I sometimes get scared they like come up and like do something. I don't know. I don't know. I can't confirm. I can't deny. But yeah, no. So we have beef. Well, one-sided
So
beef.
no walking pad.
Yeah,
No walking pad. No walking
sold
pad.
that shit.
That's the story of my no walking pad. But yes, I sold it, so I got my money back. But yeah, no, outdoor walking is great. I have a farmer's tan right now. I don't know if you can see it. Love that for me. Oh, also,
Oh my god, that literally is me right now. Not the hairline.
and then this is my favorite. Like, what's going
The
on?
hairline is so real.
No, it's like really bad though. Like, was I wearing a hat?
So real. No, it's because
But yeah.
we all like slick our hair down like this.
Mhm.
Like we all have the same like hairline. It's so funny. No, you
Oh my
literally
God.
have inspired me so much to even start 75 Soft. Like I always saw things about it online and I was in the same mindset, Lex, where it's like if you're not working out or like pushing yourself and getting your heart rate up and like sweating to
Mhm.
death, then it's not a real workout. But I feel like I have seen more
Mhm.
results from doing like the slow paced workouts and like my
Mhm.
adrenals are normal probably and like your cortisol is like lowered
Yeah.
because you're not constantly just
Oh
like
yeah,
putting
that
your
heavy intensity shit ruined my like
so bad.
everything. Like it
Yes.
physically hurt, like mentally, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
inflamed, like
Mhm.
so inflamed. After the
Mhm.
thing is with Pilates is it burns, but it's building so much muscle and it's not building like bulk muscle, but you're like the thing is with Pilates it's super slow. So like it's super slow, but it's also really hard. So your heart rate isn't like getting to like 170 or like higher than that. Like when I walk sometimes I get to like 180 and I'm like, am I gonna die right now? Am I gonna really
Heart
like
attack
pass out
from
right now?
walking.
Literally. But I also do walk at an abnormal pace. I walk like I could walk a 13:30 mile, but not in this heat. Today it was like a 15-minute mile. Yesterday I got 14, but today, I was like, we're taking it slow, or I'm gonna pass out.
Okay, yeah, you be
Um,
dipping. That's like fast. Now that
yeah.
I think about that, like that's how like people run a
I
15-minute mile, not
I
walk.
also have really long legs though, so I think that
True.
like attributes to it, you know.
True.
But Elvis said the first time he walked with me, he got shin splints. So I don't know if that's healthy for me or not, but I'm out here,
No,
I
you are.
guess.
You really are. And I feel like my whole life is starting to change as well. It wasn't like day one either when I was like, oh, everything is changing. I'm like, oh my God, I have to fucking write in this little journal and I have to read a book. And like, but then as it becomes normal, like you just wake up and you do it. And I was like,
Yes.
in the same way, like I would wake up, scroll TikTok for hours, and then like it's 9 o'clock, and then I would get up and make a coffee immediately and just go to work. And it's like
Yeah,
nothing was for me. Like it was all about work and all about your
exactly.
business. And it's like that shift once you start to like put yourself first and do things for yourself in the morning or like in the afternoon or taking that break instead of just 10
Yeah.
minutes to like scarf down food, it makes such a big difference even in your business. Like you are more
Yeah.
motivated, but I feel like it's almost opposite to you where I'm like, I want to be doing more stuff now for like me and like to
Yeah.
Mhm.
feel better and less stuff about work and I
Mhm.
was, like, talking to my therapist about that, and I'm like, "I'm just so, like, kinda, like, unmotivated with work, like, I don't wanna post to my own channels and whatever, like, I don't care about that shit anymore," and, like,
Yeah.
I haven't for a while, even before this, but, like, I don't know, I just don't wanna sit there and work for 10 hours like I used to anymore, and it's, like, the
No.
burnout, and she
Mhm.
was like, "Well, it's because now you're doing shit for yourself." Like, once you start doing things for yourself and you see how good you feel and, like, how amazing it is to just not always think about work and like do things for you and your friends and whatever like yeah you aren't going to want to like do it all the time and that was a crazy
Mm-mm.
like change of perspective for me too because like for the last 3 years I feel like it was only my business working and like that's it that's priority.
Yeah. Literally. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go back to school in fall. Uh, I don't know. I'm getting anxiety thinking about it. I don't
You
want
will
to go
find
back
a
to
different schedule and a different
Yeah.
balance and it's gonna work
That's
out
true.
like don't
And if it
Express
doesn't, like, who
yourself.
cares? Like, I have
Yeah.
no desire to use this stupid little paper.
Yeah, no.
It's not a stupid little paper. I'm sorry. But, like, for me, it is. For you guys,
Yeah.
I think you're amazing if you finish college. I didn't finish college. You don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But no, for me, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Like, and that's like normal, I feel like, at my
Yeah.
age. Like, what even do I want to do?
Wait,
Mhm.
what's your degree in?
So it's in business administration, and then I have a minor in marketing. So I wanted to go very basic, just in case if shit hit the fan and I had to get a
Right.
job somewhere. I have such a great portfolio by this point, and I know that if I had to go into the workforce and find a job, I have the work ethic, I have the portfolio, and having a degree would make that 10 times easier. It would be so
Mhm.
much harder to find a job now without a degree. So I
Mhm.
100% agree. I think it's so important. But the one thing for me is I just don't like my school. I'm just not a fan of it. It's my 3.5 year there, and I'm just like so unhappy there. But my grandparents are like, just finish, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, I get it. I could transfer my credits, and they're like, some schools won't get. Well, duh, I'm gonna go to a school that does allow it. But they're very like old fashioned. So
Mhm.
like they just want like me to graduate from a good state school. I'm going to Montclair State. It's just so political, and I just want to learn. Like, I just want to learn about marketing strategies. I just want to learn about things like help a girl out. But I don't want everything to just be political based. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. And I think it's great to talk about. I think it's conversations we have to have. But when it's a part of every single class that I'm paying thousands of dollars
Yeah,
for,
it's weird.
it's frustrating. It's
Mhm.
frustrating. And it's like, our conversation, I took an econ class, which actually was my favorite class that I've taken so far. And that class made me realize, like, okay, I actually do like it here. And then I took a class that was statistics. Obviously, who the frick likes statistics? But it wasn't bad in the beginning. And then it like shifted to political. First of all, aren't we supposed to be talking numbers? Like, what is going on here? So I don't know. And every semester, I took 2 classes for fall. I'm looking at $4,000,
Jesus. Yeah.
and I don't get any aid. I only get subsidized loans or whatever, the one without the interest,
Mhm.
because my mom makes too much money. So I don't get any grants. I've applied for all the scholarships. I don't get them because technically I live home with my mom.
Which is so dumb. Like, I used to work at the financial aid office at my school, and it was just so dumb because people would call and they're like, I'm literally living by myself, paying my rent, and like my parents
Yeah,
haven't supported me since I was like
Mhm.
18 or whatever. And it sucks. It like really sucks that that is how, like, why can't you just show proof that you're living here and like not with your
right.
parents? And why is everything based on like a certain income? Like, some parents
Exactly.
literally will like get divorced in order for it to literally look like it's just one income. And that's really sad.
Mhm.
Literally.
And that's like a whole other fucking topic on college and how expensive it is. It's like
Mhm.
I
insane
just need my
because
boyfriend to marry me.
no, literally.
Pell Grant. I'll get a
Literally.
grant. Like,
You could. That's a good
I
idea.
literally could. Like, maybe I should wait. No, just kidding. I can't wait. If I wait, I'm a procrastinator. If I wait anymore, it's not going to get done.
I wish I could like go to college right now almost and
No,
see what like.
me
No, you don't.
too.
But I wanna
It's
see
so
how
bad.
different it is, because when I went to school, marketing was not at
Oh,
Mhm.
fair.
all,
That's
there
so
was
fair.
no social media marketing. It was
Yeah,
literally, like, posters and fucking
that's true.
in-person
Facebook group.
campaigns, yeah,
Yeah,
Facebook, and, like, Instagram was, like, not even what it is, remotely close to
yeah,
what it is, so I'd be
that's
curious to see, like, who's teaching the classes and, like, if they're qualified. Because me and Lex have talked so much about this, how, like, there's coaches out there, but there's also fucking teachers out there teaching
yes,
marketing
Mhm.
from when they were doing it for a brand 30 years ago. It's like
Mhm.
everything is different. It changes every fucking week. And if you're not in it currently, how are you going to be teaching other people? Like, I get you have that knowledge, but you haven't been in it for 30 years. So it's just
that's so
interesting how
true.
people, like teachers, are teaching on those subjects that, I mean, maybe
They
they
have no
are getting
clue.
educated on it or whatever, but
True.
when you're not in it, I don't trust anyone to teach me something when they're not physically doing it still. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
doesn't make
I
sense.
thought about that, and I actually was speaking to my uncle's wife's dad, um,
Oh,
and
the
what
bubbles.
the heck just happened? Um, but I spoke to him and he told me he took a class at our community college to use Canva and all that stuff. And in my head, I'm like, they're probably paying a pretty penny for that. And I'm just like, maybe I need to go to my community colleges and show them my credentials, show them all of the work that I've done and the experience I have. And maybe I could teach some classes there. Not teach, obviously, but like the extra classes that they offer just to civilians or whoever,
Civilians.
So,
Normies.
Just civilians.
chronically online. But but yeah, I was thinking because like what the you paid to learn how to use Canva? Like I could teach you that and bring me my money. I'll
I
teach you how to
literally
use
would
Canva.
take that because I suck at Canva. Like I
Oh
know
my
the
god, I love
basic
Canva.
shit, so does Lex. I'm not a graphic design girly. I don't thrive in that. I can't do it. So like I'd probably pay for someone to teach me. Y'all want to make a course? Let me know.
No,
No.
I don't want to make a course. Someone who said
PTSD.
one line maybe years ago is going to come out of the woodwork. I said that years ago. You're getting sued.
Fucking for real.
I know. I should have went into freaking law. My uncle is a lawyer, and but he works so much. Like I wouldn't want that. He aged like 7 years past what he should be. So I'm so good off that.
You'd be in there like, Your Honor, she's slaying.
Literally, I
Pop
would
up queen.
definitely say that.
It's crazy to think about like what people are learning in school now, and like also interesting that people, because I got a DM like this too, and they're like, so do you think like getting a degree is worth it? Like, can I just get into social media
Yeah.
management? And I'm like, it's so hard to say because I don't know what they're teaching now. Like
Yeah.
for social media management, getting a degree in that, like I would be interested to see what like the curriculum is, because maybe it is worth it, and to have a degree and have that to fall back on in case like entrepreneurship doesn't work out, whatever. But I just don't think a degree is really necessary for social media management. Like you could do it yourself how we
Yeah.
did and like learn everything and kind of take it however you want, or you could take somebody's course. And I don't know, courses are tough right now, but it's just I don't think you need a full 4 years to learn social media management.
No, and I think we've even talked about like it's more about the efficiency of it because there's a lot of stuff too. Like if you are naturally a creative and if you are naturally interested in social media, there are a lot of parts of this industry that you will pick up just like
Yeah.
by being hands-on. So I think it's even better it's a better financial decision to instead of like you
Mhm.
said $4,000 for 2 classes that are they
Yeah.
actually helping you, with
I don't know
anything
yet.
specific.
I'll update you. Yeah.
Right,
If you have me
exactly.
back.
Right, and it's, like, almost especially, like, if you, again, have just kind of, like, a natural creative talent to be leaning towards this industry, it's almost better to, as time goes on, just pick different things and, like, zero in on what you need to strengthen, and whatever it is that you don't want to strengthen, there's probably somebody else out there who is really good at it and can do it. Like, I
Yeah.
think it just is such a better financial decision, and it's just such a weird industry. Because don't get me wrong, there's obviously medical, lawyer, things like that you obviously need to go to school
Yeah.
and get a degree for. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Literally.
ignorant to say that no degree is necessary ever. But I do, as somebody who's still paying student loans back for a degree that I look at and I'm like, I don't even have a physical copy of my degree. Literally. I don't even know where it is.
With my birth
Yeah,
certificate. I don't even have it. I don't have my social
either.
security number, my birth certificate, nothing. Speaking of though, that like what was I gonna say? That's awkward. Oh yes, you said okay. I have two things to say because I think that the social media management world now is way harder to get into than it was back then. I think
100% I
that
agree with that.
no one the people who just started it as a career and it's like, oh, I'm going to make this a full-time thing now, it's not going to be as easy as it was before.
Mhm.
And it wasn't easy by any means for us, but at the same time, like I think the number one thing, you don't have to get a degree. I'm in school right now, it's bullcrap. But intern somewhere so you can get hands-on experience, have testimonials from that person you interned with,
Yep.
so that way that's your credibility, you're building your portfolio as you're working with them. That's what I did. I interned with Sauce Media Group in Utah and then Bound Social in Florida. It was great
Oh, I love
and it
her.
helped me so much. Oh, she's amazing. Like I am so grateful that I was able to go through those two because it just taught me more hands-on rather than just like a
Mhm.
course and learning
Mhm.
something and school and all those things. Ugh, just not a fan. And then what was I going to say about, you said something about your degree. Oh, yeah. Don't feel bad that you don't even have your physical degree, because I can't even walk with my class. I
Yeah,
can't even
that's
walk for
insane.
graduation. Like, I'm not allowed because
Thank God.
I'm because I'm not graduating with my original class that I went into a bachelor's program in. So I can't walk with any class that I end with, because technically I was supposed to graduate this spring. So I spoke to my advisor and they told me that I wasn't allowed to walk in fall. Like, I think I'm going to actually graduate fall 2026, but we're not going to
That's
talk about
so
that.
weird. I thought you
Or
could literally just do it
2025.
whenever you want.
Yeah, my school
I
was
thought
not like
that
that.
too.
So many
My
people graduated
mom
with
was
me.
like, I'm gonna fight. My mom was like, I'm gonna fight because this is insane. And I was like, don't embarrass me. It's okay. Like, we can have a graduation at home. Like, it's fine.
That's so
Um,
funny. Yeah, no, I didn't even
it's
do the walk
fudged
in mine.
up. It is so messed up because it's like, I want to dress up. I want to freaking get some pictures of myself. But you know what? I have a camera. I can go out and get pictures of
Exactly.
myself in my stupid cap and
Literally.
gown any day. Not a big deal. But yeah,
Oh, my like graduation photos were what I actually look at as like technically graduation instead of the actual day I walked. I mean, I graduated during COVID, so we had to walk across the fucking
me too.
stage in our masks. They took a photo of
Mhm.
us wearing a mask. Like that was
Me
not technically the day of like I got some
celebration.
photos, but it was weird because it was COVID. But like
Yeah,
before that, me and two friends took like graduation photos, and that's kind
yeah,
of what that's like what I post. Like it's not the actual day. So I don't even think it
Mhm.
honestly matters. Mark didn't go to
no.
his, didn't walk his, especially if it's a big school. It's just
It's
like
huge.
you got your
I'm not
degree,
sitting
you
there
know?
5 hours.
No.
Get
And it's
the
hot as
frick
fuck
out of here.
always.
Oh my god,
And
always.
they're so long. Like
Literally.
we're up
I
there
feel
talking nonsense. Like
literally like, I'm so proud of everybody. Actually, you took all my money. You took all my money. Anything that I had, you took it. I did I tell you guys about the story? I think I did. I told you guys on the podcast about my car. I went through this stupid thing and it got caught on the machine, and then I took my entire mirror off. Did I tell you that?
Wait, I don't remember that, but that
Oh, I
does
thought I
not mean
told
you
you
didn't
that.
tell us about it.
I was at school and they're so lazy. When I tell you they are so lazy, if my school sees this, kick me out. But they are so lazy. When I tell you in the parking deck, whatever, I pay $7 to park daily. 7. I could buy 2 coffees with that. Actually, no, I can't. Not in this economy. Maybe a coffee and a croissant. Actually, no, probably not. Croissants are like $4. Regardless of the point. So I'm sitting at the machine, put my little ticket in. I already paid. It says paid. Date paid. Done. Paid. Put my ticket in. Nothing. The little thingy's not going up. Go up. Stop embarrassing me. I have the funds. So I'm putting it back in, putting it back in, putting it back in, putting it. I'm fighting with this machine. So I'm like, you're just literally not doing this to me right now. So I am pressing the call button, pressing the call button, pressing the call button. I think I was there for 10 minutes. There's a line forming behind me, and I said, fuck this. So I go to back out to go into a spot so I can go into the little like room center. Keep in mind, the room center is literally right there. Like, I'm here, it's right here. So I back up, yeah, take my entire mirror off in front of a line of people on the
Oh
machine.
my
I kid
god.
you not, my mirror went flying. Like, flying. I didn't pick the mirror up. I'm not taking that shit with me. I don't want a souvenir. I park. I freaking go back inside. I'm like, the gate's not going up. I've been calling. Oh, okay, I'll just open it for you. Okay, I'll just open it for you. I just took off my entire mirror. And you're gonna sit here and tell me you're gonna open it for me?
Oh my god.
So it's like, and then I had to scurry back out in front of this line of cars. Now I had to go behind the line of cars and wait for everybody. Yeah, it was not fun.
After that.
Um,
Oh
so
my
I called,
god.
I'm like, who can I talk about this? Because my mirror, and I probably was a little reaching here because why would they pay for it? I backed out and hit my mirror, but regardless of the point, it wouldn't have happened
You're
without
like,
them.
I should be compensated for the
I was like,
stress.
literally, my mom said that. My mom was like, "Oh, you should be compensated." I'm like, "You're so right. I shouldn't have been." No. And I called. They're like, "We're gonna see if there's anything we can do for you." I never heard from them again.
Yeah, they're like, they probably watched the footage back. They're like, anyway.
Anyway, this bitch is crazy.
You're
But
like, yeah,
Elvis's
that just wasn't
stepdad
there
got it
when I
fixed
backed up.
for free. Yeah, literally. I
Y'all
didn't
put it
save it.
there. It's your fault.
Literally, like, You threw it in front of me, but like, okay. It actually, I called my mom sobbing once the door opened. I kept it together. I was so proud of myself because I usually would just start sobbing. Despite what you think of me, I'm not as hard as I pretend to be. I am a freaking crybaby. And I got back in the car and I was like, Mom, my whole entire window's off or mirror. And it's just like, I've never been in a car accident before. So this to me was like, you're bugging. And yeah, so got it fixed for free. Thank gosh.
So bad memories there.
So bad. And I still have mad time. It's like I'm in jail.
Do you go
How
in
much longer
person?
do you have?
Yeah,
A
do you
long time.
go in person?
Way too long. Like a year and a half, maybe.
Oh, that's not too bad. Like it'll
But
go by
like year
so
and a
fast.
half of like fall, one winter class, spring, maybe a summer class. That's if I haul my ass. If not, if I stay at like the speed I've been going, maybe 5 years. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Every time I meet with my counselor, she's just like so disappointed in me. She's just like, you should have taken this class last semester. I should have. I absolutely should have, but I'm paying bills. Are you going to pay bills?
I mean, you are running a business also. You have multiple clients.
They don't care.
It's different when people only are going to school and that's all they're doing. But like you literally have clients to tend to and people to talk to every single day. I mean, even your own social media. I was like looking at your comments the other day and I was like, how does she literally do this? Like, it gives me anxiety when I have like 5 people to reply to. Never mind like 90 comments. I was like, how the fuck do you do this? Like, it's a lot.
I think honestly, you know what helps is I don't talk to really anybody all day. So it's like those little comments are just like, okay, like these are my coworkers. It's nice to talk to you guys. But I'm not gonna lie, some days it's hard. And my biggest thing, and this is what I tell other people as well, like post when you have time. Post when you have time to answer back to comments and all those things. Like this morning, I posted my reel when I was on my walk so that way I could respond to comments as they were coming in. And after this, I'll respond back. But I try to do it in like different times, so it's not like all the comments at once I have to get back to, because I used to do that and I used to have like heart palpitations because it's like you run out of things to say. You're just like, haha, thank you so much, and then it's just like, lol, bestie. I don't know, there's just like, it's like, what do I say? But the thing is when you have a lot of people who are commenting like all the time, you like gain, it's weird to say, but like you gain kind of like a connection with them, so you know how to speak to them. And so I don't know, it's actually like one of my favorite parts of the day. It's just hard to get to all of it after work because your brain is just like, I want to log off of work, but like you'll never be able to log off work ever again, actually, until you die. So
literally.
But DMs, I'm sorry, if you are inquiring with me, please do the inquiry form. I cannot do business in the DMs. I'm not going to be down in the DM trying to like convince you to work with me. Love you all, but I'm sorry, that's not the place for questions. Is this the place for questions? No. Email, please.
No, literally. Period.
Yeah. My Bridgerton popped out for a minute.
Huh?
My Bridgerton popped out. Oh
yeah. Yeah, this past season sucked. Whoever watches.
Oh my god.
I was not a fan of season
I'm just
3.
watching and it's like, when is this gonna end? It didn't end. Like,
I was not a fan of that one.
More.
Well, I feel like we've covered a lot of bases here. And where do you see your business going now? Where are you at? What are you working on? Where can people find you? Well, we'll do everything in the show notes too, but
it's a really good question. What am I working on? I am working on surviving.
No, literally.
Other than that, where do I see my business? Same place it is now. I am not trying to grow boss or scale or do any of those things. I'm so comfortable. And I know they say like comfortability is horrible. Like you should be like pushing yourself out. There is, like I said, 24 hours a day. I'd rather be on a hot girl walk. I'd rather be sipping on a coffee at my desk, chilling. And then
there's other places you can push yourself than to building a 50 employee company.
Exactly. And I'm just like not an agency gal. So where do I see my business? Probably, the same way it is. And I hope you're all here with me. And other than that, where can you find me? Socially Brie on Instagram. Other than that, do not look at my TikTok. It is horrible. Thank you.
She's an Insta girly.
Yeah. TikTok, I'm like a grandma on there.
Love.
It's fine.
Love.
Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for giving us another hour of your time to come back and catch up with us. Maybe
Yes.
we'll have you back before it needs to be another 8-month update. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'll link everything for you in the show notes, and we love you. And we'll talk to
I love
you
you
soon.
guys.
Love you.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging. If you aren't sick of us yet, jump over to the Socially Unfiltered Pod Instagram.
Check out the Social Media Manager Blueprint,
And everything else you'll need can be found in the show notes.
and we'll see you next Monday.